Hello and welcome, Chosen One. The number 333 has come to you, and this is no coincidence. This is a powerful sign of alignment, balance, and transformation. If this message has found you, it is because the universe is calling you to awaken your highest potential. Before we continue, share this energy with the world. Send this video to anyone you believe needs to hear this message. And of course, subscribe to the channel to continue receiving guidance and insights that will transform your life. Let's go on this journey of evolution together. Do you believe that the coincidences we experience are actually signs from the universe trying to guide us? Or is everything that happens the result of our choices? Since the dawn of humanity, the idea of destiny has exerted an incomparable fascination. Something greater, beyond our control, orchestrating events and connecting people in inexplicable ways. Today, we're going to talk about a mysterious force that goes beyond logic, but that warms hearts: destiny. Can the universe really unite two souls destined to be together, no matter the time or circumstances? In this video, you will discover real love stories that will make even skeptics question their beliefs. You will understand the role of destiny in our lives, and you will learn to identify the signs that may be guiding you to your soulmate. And we are not just talking about fairy tales or romantic narratives. Imagine real situations. Couples who met thanks to unbelievable coincidences, unexpected reunions, and a series of events that defy logic. These stories make us wonder, is there really a greater plan at work? If you have ever wondered if destiny exists, or if everything is just a construction of our beliefs, stay with me until the end. Let's explore this mystery together, delving into examples of people who found love in surprising ways, and discovering how we can interpret the signs of the universe in our own lives. And to start, we need to understand the concept of destiny and why it has fascinated generations. Get ready, because the journey to understanding the power of destiny is just beginning. Transition. Now that we are ready to dive into this mystery, let's understand what destiny really means and how it's been interpreted by different cultures and beliefs throughout history. The concept of destiny is ancient, rooted in the beliefs and stories that have shaped entire civilizations. From religions to mythologies, including spiritual philosophies, the idea that our lives follow a plan drawn up by higher powers permeates cultures around the world. But what is destiny, after all? In ancient Greece, destiny was represented by the Moirai, three goddesses who controlled the thread of each person's life. Clotho, who wove it, Lachesis, who unwound it, and Atropos, who cut it at the right time. In Hinduism, people believe in karma, a force that connects past actions to future consequences, guiding souls in their eternal cycle until they reach fulfillment. In spiritualism, they talk about reincarnation planning, where each incarnation follows a specific purpose for the learning and evolution of the spirit. And who has never heard of soulmates? This popular belief, present in many cultures, suggests that two souls are destined to meet, regardless of time or distance. Plato, in his book The Banquet, already described this concept when he spoke of souls originally united but separated and spend their lives searching for their other half. But it is not only in the field of spirituality that destiny gains strength. Psychology also enters the conversation, suggesting that unconscious patterns and intuitive choices can lead us down paths that seem predestined. Carl Jung, for example, coined the term synchronicity to describe significant events that cannot be explained by causality, but that, in some way, seem deeply connected. These ideas lead us to a fascinating question. Is destiny an external force, or is it intimately linked to our choices and perceptions? Regardless of the answer, the emotional impact that this belief has is undeniable. The idea that we are being guided by something greater brings comfort and purpose to many. Love that defies time and circumstance seems like something out of a romance novel, but real stories prove that destiny can be even more surprising. Get ready to experience a moving tale that will warm your heart. In a small town in the United States in the 1970s, two young people, Emily and Michael, met as teenagers. They were inseparable, sharing dreams and planning a future together. However, life had other plans. Michael received a job offer in another city, and the heartbroken couple separated. Without social media or easy ways to stay in touch, they lost touch. Decades passed. Emily got married and started a family, just like Michael. They both lived their lives, but something always reminded them of each other, as if an invisible thread still connected them. Years later, after both were widowed, something extraordinary happened. Emily decided to travel to a conference in a distant city, a last-minute decision, motivated by an impulse she could not explain. At the same event, by a seemingly impossible coincidence, Michael was also present. When they bumped into each other in the hallway, it was as if time had stopped. They both couldn't believe that, after so many years, they were face to face again. They spent hours talking, reminiscing about the past and discovering that, even though they were apart, they had never stopped thinking about each other. Today, Emily and Michael are married and often talk about how they believe the universe brought them together again. Small decisions, like choosing to attend that conference, seem to be proof that something bigger was at work. These stories make us wonder, is destiny really at play, weaving together seemingly random events to create something as grand as the reunion of two souls? Not all destined encounters happen over decades. Sometimes, the universe seems to align every detail, orchestrating a series of events that seem perfectly planned. This is the case of Clara and Raphael, a couple who saw their lives cross paths repeatedly in ways that defied any logical explanation. Clara was a journalist in search of a big story, while Raphael was a photographer who loved to travel the world. Their first encounter happened when Clara, without realizing it, published an article with one of Raphael's photos, taken from a stock photo site. She had no idea who he was, but the photograph caught her attention in an inexplicable way. Months later, while traveling to cover an event in the interior of Brazil, Clara found a postcard at the hotel reception. It was the same image used in her article, and, curiously, on the back it said, "Follow the signs, Raphael." Intrigued, Clara asked the receptionist about the card, but no one could explain how it had gotten there. The third encounter was even more unexpected. During a sightseeing trip, Clara needed help with her camera, which had broken down. A man nearby offered to fix it, Raphael. Unaware of who Clara was, he began to adjust the camera, but when he checked the photos saved on the memory card, he immediately recognized the image of the person used in the article. The connection between them was instantaneous, as if they had known each other for lives. As they shared their stories, they discovered more coincidences. They had both visited the same places abroad, days apart, and had friends in common who had never introduced them. It was as if all the pieces of a puzzle had finally fit together. Today, Clara and Raphael work together, combining their passions for storytelling and capturing images. They both believe that fate not only brought them together, but also prepared them for this encounter throughout their individual journeys. The stories we have just heard are inspiring, and seem to be irrefutable proof that destiny exists. But is it really an external force that guides our lives? Or is destiny, deep down, something we construct through our beliefs, choices, and the way we see the world? To answer this question, we need to look at both sides of the coin. On the one hand, there are spiritual beliefs that hold that destiny is a predetermined force, controlled by something greater, be it God, the universe, or higher energies. This is a comforting idea, as it suggests that our lives have a purpose and that we are where we are meant to be, following a greater plan. On the other hand, psychology suggests that destiny may be, in part, a projection of our minds. The concept of synchronicity, popularized by Carl Jung, describes events that appear to be meaningful coincidences, but which actually reflect our subconscious. When we pay attention to certain signs or themes, we begin to notice connections that might otherwise have gone unnoticed. For example, someone who believes they are destined to find love may interpret chance encounters as signs from the universe. Science also offers another perspective. Some studies show that our unconscious choices and actions play a larger role than we might think in what we call destiny. Take the self-fulfilling prophecy, a concept in which believing strongly in something leads us to act in ways that make that belief come true. If you believe you will find your soulmate, you are likely to be more open to interactions and opportunities that could lead to that. However, there is also something that goes beyond the rational. How do we explain cases like Emily and Michael or Clara and Raphael? As much as we try to find logical explanations, there is a magic in stories like these that defies logic and makes us believe that maybe, just maybe, destiny is real. So, is destiny an external force or a construct of our beliefs? Perhaps it is a mix of both. Perhaps destiny presents us with opportunities and signs, but in the end, it is up to us to perceive them, interpret them, and act. After all, what would destiny be without our choices? If destiny really exists, it doesn't work randomly. It often sends subtle, almost imperceptible signs that guide us towards what we need to experience. The problem is that, in the rush of everyday life, many of us don't know how to identify or interpret these signs. So, how can we become more attentive to the messages from the universe? First, it's important to understand that signs can appear in different ways. They can come in the form of repetition, numbers that you see constantly, like 11:11 on the clock, or even unexpected encounters with people or situations that seem to connect to something you're experiencing. This repetition can be a reminder that you're on the right path or that you need to pay attention to something specific. Another common type of sign comes from our feelings and intuitions. You know that gut feeling you get in certain situations? Often, it's the universe trying to communicate with you through your own perception. When something seems good or bad, for no apparent reason, it's important to listen to that feeling and reflect on what it means. Dreams are also a powerful tool for communicating destiny. Many people report having dreamed about events or people before encountering them in real life. These dreams can carry symbolic or direct messages, guiding you to the answers you seek. So keeping a dream journal can be an effective way to begin deciphering what the universe is trying to tell you. But perhaps the most powerful sign comes from the encounters and connections we make with other people. Stories like those of Clara and Raphael, or Emily and Michael, show that the paths of souls can cross in ways that seem impossible. These encounters are not coincidences. They are alignments of the universe, creating the perfect circumstances for destiny to manifest. Finally, the key to recognizing the signs is developing mindfulness. This means slowing down, observing the world around you, and reflecting on the events that are happening in your life. The more you are present in the moment, the easier it will be to identify the patterns and connections that the universe is trying to show you. Recognizing the signs does not mean passively waiting for destiny to do everything for you. Instead, we need to act and respond to these signs, making room for the universe to work its magic. As they say, fate favors the brave. If destiny really does guide our lives, how can we ensure that our choices are in harmony with it? After all, there is no point in recognizing the signs of the universe if we do not know what to do with them. This chapter is about aligning your desires, actions, and thoughts with the path that destiny seems to be tracing for you. The first step is clarity. Many people feel lost because they do not have a clear vision of what they really want. The universe cannot align events and circumstances if you do not know the direction you want to go. Pause and reflect. What are your dreams? What kind of life do you want to build? Who are the people you want by your side? Writing down these answers can be the first act of aligning with your purpose. Once you have clarity, it is time to act. Aligning with destiny is not passivity, it is proactivity. If you want to find love, be open to meeting new people, going to different places, and putting yourself in situations where this can happen. If your dream is a successful career, invest in your development. Study, take risks. Remember, destiny creates opportunities, but it's up to you to recognize them and seize them. Another essential aspect is to trust the process. Often, we are so concerned with controlling the outcomes that we forget to allow things to flow naturally. This doesn't mean giving up, but rather having faith that if you are aligned with the universe, the pieces will fall into place at the right time. Practicing gratitude also helps maintain this trust, reinforcing your connection with what is positive in your life. A powerful tool for aligning with destiny is visualization. Close your eyes and imagine the life you want, with as much detail as possible. How you feel, where you are, who is with you. Visualization not only strengthens your focus, but also sends a clear message to the universe about what you want to attract. Finally, don't ignore your intuition. Destiny often communicates with us through it. That inexplicable feeling that something is the right thing to do or the path to follow is usually aligned with what the universe wants for you. Trust yourself and the power that lies within you. Aligning your choices with destiny is a delicate balance between taking concrete action and leaving room for magic to happen. When you understand this, you begin to realize that destiny is not just something that happens to you. It is something that you help to create, step by step, choice by choice. Now that you've heard incredible stories about the power of destiny and how to align your life with it, imagine the impact this can have on other people's lives. The universe communicates with us in mysterious and powerful ways, and if this video touched your heart, it can certainly do the same for someone you know. So, don't keep this message to yourself. Share this video with anyone you think needs to hear this message. Who knows? Maybe it's exactly what someone needed to give their life a new direction. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, take advantage of it now to be part of this journey. Together, we'll explore more about destiny, the power of connections, and how we can transform our lives into something truly magical. Turn on the bell so you don't miss any content that could be the sign you've been waiting for. Remember, destiny is always by your side. It may be waiting for the right moment to reveal itself, but you have the power to speed up this encounter. Pay attention to the signs, because your journey is just beginning. Until the next video, and may fate be with you.